Hi guys, this is MegaDragonoid. As you probably can see, we're playing, what was it called again? Hey, Great Ace...
Eternity... The Great Ace Eternity Chronicles.
Aha, thank you.
Okay. 22 of November, 11:38 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature Defendants and Chamber 5. Excellent work, Rinatsuke. That was superb.
My heart is in my mouth the entire time.
Well, let me put it back then. It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there. You were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth. Is there a wind hose?
I'm actually crashing like to like high as the bed like doing that.
It was a grim sight, but before I knew it, you started fine inconsistencies in the testimonies. I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer.
Forget it, it's terrifying. If I get through this, I don't ever want to see the inside of a court again.
Anyway, it looks like we exposed your phantom lady at last. Miss Jaziel Brett, a student from Great Britain, is she?
That's what I'm trying to tell everyone from the start. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. Sorry, that's my capture card acting. No worries. We'll back up. See? There was a young lady with him, like I've been saying all along.
Yes, you have, haven't you?
I might have been overconfident in the court, but my powers of observation are one thing I'm sure of.
Yes, I can see that. So, what about this young gentlewoman? Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. Do you see what happened with that?
No, I didn't see any of it. Just on my way out of the rest of myself, then on the floor to the next to the table, I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor. And just after I bent down to pick it up, didn't have time to think or where the sound of the gunshot came from. The waiter ran over to me looking as white as a sheet. Then he bundled me in some kind of pottery next to the kitchen.
Yeah, fast thinking by the detective. He apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay.
Yes, because I was shut in the pantry. I have no idea what happened outside in the dining area.
Ah, there you are. Well done, both of you.
Was the old guy just in?
I think so. Professor Mikotoba.
Well, it seems I was right. The pair of you make an astounding team. You've exceeded my expectations, I have to say.
Yes. It seems you planned this from the start. You arranged things so that I wouldn't be able to act like a lawyer in this trial.
Our modern country is still in its infancy. Our justice system even more so. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. I wanted to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled.
Just like my appointment on Wednesday. Well, that makes no difference.
Sorry, that was just so wrong.
Yeah, all the stress for nothing, guys. All the stress for nothing.
Yeah.
Sleepless sleeps. It's horrifying.
You had
So
everything prepared, you had everything ready, and suddenly at the last moment...
It's been cancelled! You can't go! Where the circumstances of the family condition, I cancelled this appointment! No.
Could at least told it sooner.
Well, she did.
It?
Yeah, on that Wednesday morning. I was almost getting prepared, and then I got a nap, and then she said it.
Damn.
Yeah. Lawyer and otherwise, I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friends avert the worst crisis of his life. Midlife crisis, don't you think? I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway.
What? What are you saying, Kazuma?
Your stance. I was afraid you'd feel that way.
Kazuma!
Well then, it looks like it all comes down to you, young man.
We're looking at...
To
they're
me?
breaking the fourth wall! Look, they're breaking the fourth wall! They're looking at us!
Well,
All of
actually,
us.
we now are inside our character, so makes sense.
Yeah, they are breaking the fourth wall. They're looking at us.
It looks like that, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, you need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. I must say, I very much want to know the truth.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
After all, I have a personal connection to this case.
Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he? If you don't mind asking, Professor, you know the victim?
Yes, I did. As you're probably aware, Dr. John H. Wilson was a visiting professor at UMA. And it was I who invited him.
Oh, I see.
I didn't know that before.
Anyway, you're about to go into battle.
With sword and might, oh.
The victim was a university professor from Great Britain, and a well-known one at that. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible.
But let's not forget who you're going up against. That old man. The gentlewoman whose involvement our police bureau went extraordinarily lengths to hide. And of course that other eternity.
Yeah, the, what was it called? Prosecutor, there we go.
Prosecutor with the mat in his hair. Woo!
And you reject! Sorry, I could help it.
No, no, Justin can't do his voice.
I know.
I object!
That one.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, and I'm sure the prosecution will be using every tool at their disposal to quash your case. But I've no doubt that you pair will put up a good fight, right to the last. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Now then. I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need.
Of course. Good luck, Kazuma-sama. Definite Naruhuru. Court recess is over. Please make your way back inside the courtroom at once. It's time. Let's go back to it, partner.
Yeah! I was expecting that one. Overwatch reference.
I got it from Ratcat. Let's go in there and deal the decisive blow before those old fossils. No, what's hit them?
I can actually not wait. I'm going to spoil you guys a little bit in case of YouTube already seen it coming on YouTube already. Oh, wrong button. Actually, it was the right button. You just need to hold it. A moment. I need to find it.
Toilet.
It's not the toilet. There it is.
Toilet. Toilet.
I want it! Over 5 days!
And over 3 months, Tears of the Kingdom. Ooh.
True. Also, I find it weird. Suddenly the text on the top part is Japanese. Like, huh? It's supposed to be English.
Better get used to it for speaking Japanese.
Well, here it even says, like a dragon, Ishin. Probably a bug. No. I don't know what you want to say.
No, that's not how you speak it out.
Me neither. Kazuma.
Hi. What?
Thank you, really.
What for?
Well, if you hadn't said you believed in me, then I'm fairly sure I have been found guilty by now.
Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer, and as a friend.
Coming from you, that means a lot. If I found guilty in this trial, he really going to give up his dream of studying abroad. It's kind of a true friend he is. But this isn't just my bell anymore. However we up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. Alright then. I will save the thank yous for you after the trial.
You can treat me as one of your sukiyaki meals I like from Yume Cafeteria on University Street. With an extra large portion, of course.
If we have the allowance for that!
Man, he reminds me of Rengoku-sama from Demon Slayer. He is always an eater. 22nd of November, 12:09 p.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Courtroom 2. Let's go.
Court hereby resumes the trial of Uniseke no Hodo. Prosecutor Archie, have you managed to subpoena the witness? I just found his name funny. Prosecutor Archie.
Ouchie! 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 Gesundheit.
Yes, Your Excellency, against all odds.
Yes, Todd.
And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government.
Sorry.
Let government scrutinize. That's their job. It's nothing to worry about.
It's highly unlikely that the good relations we've forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Will you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down and our nation's founders?
Again, terribly sorry.
All the friendship between our nations is really so fragile. Then the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on. You really have nothing to worry about, Rinosuke.
What do you mean?
Secret trial. An anxiety over some fortune's government's options. A bench investigation. Missing witnesses. It's what our nation's justice system is. It's the Supreme Court of Japan or of England.
Shut up, you jumped up rookie boy! You and your friend know nothing! Nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in! By aligning ourselves with this great world power, we'll become strong! Diplomacy has never been more critical! Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures!
I don't deny I'm not an expert. I'm just a student, and who can I really study harder too. But standing here now in our Supreme Court, there is one thing I feel very strongly. A court that feels uphold the truth it is injustice the system in a country with no future at all. He's like, what now?
Wait, what? Wait, what? What is this boy saying?
Well said, Rinosuke. Despite the wide-eyed look of terror.
I love that reaction of his. That isn't wording.
Oh, just say it.
You little brat!
Thank you, console.
We're not the dull brats.
This court is in the pinnacle of our nation's justice system, and insists solely on the pursuing of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. Visiting student of the Great Britain, Miss Jill Brad.
Yes. Your Excellency.
Dunk.
Boy.
He feels like I'm doomed.
Oh, there she is.
And there he is.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan! And from such a distant land.
Flying ball!
Great. Someone bring English tea in England. No discussion take place about tea. Is that true?
No idea.
possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court?
I think he was yours, Justin.
Yeah.
Of course. My name is Saturi Hosonaga. I have been working undercover as the Yes, we all know about you already.
To be honest, I didn't cut his line, like literally.
I understand. My other guy interrupted him.
Yep. You're like, whooshing! Shut it! Inspector Osaga, where are your matters? In England, it's always ladies first. Is that true?
No idea. More importantly, a little earlier today, you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of.
Oh yes, I think I did, didn't I?
Yet your description of this amazing sight was simply a woman. Sorry, Rinosuke, but powers of observation aside, your powers of distractions are surely lacking.
Guilty.
So, dear lady, once again, if we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please.
Slime ball.
Mascara.
Great, what the heck?
I don't know what it says. Pardon me. Pardon me. I'm just having some kind of a shy moment.
I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but what?
Oh, I think it could be French or very old English.
Or it's like, the game is officially written in Japanese, and they had to somehow break the translation, so they changed the English for us into some other language that we don't read.
Could be. I know. Chauffeur? Uh-huh.
The lady says her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. She's a visiting research student currently enrolled in UMaine University Medical Faculty. Oh my! What a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of the delightful language of the British people.
Slime ball!
I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird.
He's lovely slime balling.
As far as I can tell. The detective is translating her words faithfully enough.
Yes, I agree. Absurdly do fine in England, Kazuma. It doesn't rattle you at all, does it?
Nor you. You've been clearly been paying attention in your English classes, Rinosuke.
Court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now we may trouble you confirm something, Miss Brett. 3 days ago at the restaurant at La Carnival, a grim murder took place. The court might have led believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct? I'm just gonna skip those lines because, yeah.
Bloody blah 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 blah.
She says yes.
He?
Yeah, that's his line saying she says yes.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Female.
This could take some time.
So even if she's studying here in Japan, she can't even speak any Japanese. Even
So
this
I was
English.
correct. I was correct.
So she's not even jalapenos? Jalapeno.
Jose on stick.
Blah 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 blah.
She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately.
Interesting. When you're the one who jeered her escape.
I was just following special orders from the Bureau. Well now, dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over this photographic print? Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps?
Blah 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 blah.
Apparently, it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight.
Do you mean that to say?
Yes, it would appear the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused, standing right there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood.
Say what now?
Ah,
Dun,
pointing
dun,
fingers,
dun.
lady.
Order in the court.
Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement.
Well, it looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is.
Yeah. You already poking out his sword like ching. Yeah. Unfortunately, I will have to ask you formally to testify if you please. Kindly tell the court exactly the nature of the frightening and sorrow sight you described.
Blah 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 blah. A frightening and sorrowful fight. Blah 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 blah.
Arranged to meet really late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat,
Sorry to do all the
so
work,
I
Justin.
ordered for myself only a beef steak.
Should I have to take a break? And the beefsteak makes it correct, but still.
Blah 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 blah. Blah blah.
While the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes.
Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit.
So I'm gonna interrupt in there. There's enough places a woman can hide a pretty good gun. Even a small pocket gun.
Yeah, in her hat, in her dress.
Even in appropriate places. And I'm not saying the words. Just... yeah.
You mean in her chest?
In her chest, enough other places. Women have enough places. Places a man wouldn't be able to hide it at all. A man is incompetent.
I'll just leave it at that, I think. Hey, bro.
That's why I'm keeping it gentle. Okay, I guess I interrupt myself. This is common testimony indeed. Yes! No, I didn't have any argument with the professor at all.
What, you filthy wretch? You black-hearted blackguard! And look at this Snow White angel!
Oh, am I a Snow White angel? Oh.
I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe.
You're still making the same mistakes, Winisuke. You mustn't blurt out when you are goaded like that. That's the lesson you need to learn.
Yeah, but he's so annoying. I agree.
Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and the two witnesses who testified before and reported back to the Bureau.
What if it's all stage-checked by you two?
It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go.
The testimonies of the last two witnesses were completely worthless, however.
Well, even so. On the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. As you can see, there is nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm. I mean, we just went over this. We just went over this.
See, I was making her...
It is just about the Achu guy.
The ouchie.
Well, yeah, ouchie. You see that small hair that's coming up above his head? Well, I made something of it.
Okay, show us.
That's better, don't you think, Justin?
Thank you very much. Hoo-ha!
Hey, Witch Doctor, give us the magic words!
Alright, you go. Ding tang. Walla bing bang.
Bang bang. Oh, what? You know, if you saw those video clips, yeah, it reminds me of that hair.
I would think she will hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wants to.
And until the precise location where the witness is surveyed a weapon can be shown, this is moot.
Mood.
Meep meep. Sorry. There are no outfits. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun.
You almost have to say, there are no outfit in my pocket.
Yes. Those are the witness's own words on the matter.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Only if I'd allowed to lift up her dress, I could prove it. You pervy!
Oh my god. Don't think about doing anything worse, Venus, okay?
But identify the gun I picked up. There must be another gun there out that day.
You're right about that, which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Between her legs, perhaps. Yes, that's what we have to prove now.
Oh my god, that way you said that your own self-inserted word and saying yes, like... No, I can't imagine, like... Do you see what I'm seeing, Justin?
Yes.
To do so, we will need to pull her testimony apart.
Okay, this is just going worse.
And to do so, we will need to pull her dress open. Open sesame! What's underneath? It's a man!
Easy, bro.
It's a man!
Oh! You saw that?
Yeah, she was smirking.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Oh, yes, Your Excellency. Okay, Justin, tell me.
Okay. You need to press on statement 2.
Yes!
He was unable to eat, you say. And that was because he just had a tooth removed at the Hottie clinic, right? Correct?
That's right.
You're supposed to check witness before answering.
Yeah, was Miss Pratt aware of a fact?
I'm not actually understanding, like... What if you remove the E for an A?
Brat.
Uh-huh!
You little brat!
You get the picture! Picture, if you will.
Get the picture. Picture you get.
Justin.
Justin, at your... I repeat, Justin, at the first.
No, Justin, detective.
Yes. He'd heard that the professor was to have some dental treatment.
Detective Justin.
No, it's be like... Detective Justin. Go, Justin, go! Go, Justin, go!
So that will mean this was you who ate the steak picturing here. Is that right, Mrs. Pratt?
Nicely done, bro.
Thank you.
That's right, yes. The print you have there shows the table exactly as it was left after the horrifying event.
Hold a minute. So if this is how it went...
Mm-hmm.
Then how they got the victim placed there?
Eat it after. She
Or
was hungry.
they changed the locations. Exactly as it was left.
Dear me, what a harrowing experience! You have traveled to a distant land, a distant island, on the far side of the world, and be embroiled in such a tragic incident. Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this terrible plight.
So, the victim, Dr. Wilson, had nothing to eat or drink at all?
Right, other than some carbonated water.
Just water?
Yes, the professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water. So, it appears that the diners hosted their lunch with a glass of water each. I only count one glass.
I'm missing a finger. You know what I mean, Justin? I'm missing a finger.
I only count one glass. Is that what you're talking about?
He said two. I'm pulling out two fingers. I'm missing a finger.
Okay.
Get the picture what I'm saying? We see one glass, but they say two.
Yeah.
I'm missing a finger.
We're snatching away the glass.
Mm-hmm. Oops. They each faced a glass of carbonated water?
What do you think, Mitsuke, about the witness' last statement?
Is it the top one by any chance, Justin?
Yes, it is. It always is.
Yeah. The last statement of yours, Miss Bat, has been profound bearing on this case.
Well, how fascinating. Do tell us, what is this profound bearing, hmm?
Oop.
The certificate of the statement will become apparent when the time is right. The defense has called the witness' last statement to be formally added to the testimony.
Right, counsel.
Very well, Miss Bratt. I'll never repeat what you said, what you just said to be added to your official testimony.
Gladly, she said.
How did she do that with the mask? Slowly it looked like one of those Spider-Man now, like the eyes can move.
Well, it's actually more like the Wonderful 101.
Uh-oh, like that indeed. Can also be.
Oh, Deadpool.
Deadpool. Oh.
That was brilliant, Cosima.
Brilliant.
That was actually my line.
brilliant.
That was brilliant, Cosima. I'm going to remember that one.
Which one?
Several will be coming apparently when the time is right. Really could use that phrase.
I hope there are some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that, Minosuke.
Ooh, the burns. So I guess now we present one of the pictures.
Okay, so you want to present the actual crime scene photograph on the revised statement 2.
So the one we're having right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so good. I didn't even have to.
Yes.
Yeah. Huh. That's it! I found a contradiction. Sorry, I had to make a joke for Final Fantasy 15. You know the other one? That's it! I come up with a new recipe. Let me just confirm something, please. It is to do with this photographic print. Just a short while ago, you spoke of this print showing the victim's table at the crime scene. That was exactly what... That it was exactly as it was left.
That is correct, the lady says.
Oh, that is, odd. Very odd.
Me, what's odd is the defense's inability to express itself.
Minosuke, what about the print that looks odd to you? Rather odd, my dear.
Well, obviously, it's the chairs.
I
The
cheer
ears?
for you. I cheer for you, dear. Cheers.
Miss Brett told us that she and the professor said cheers over a glass of water. Cheers!
Cheers! Or how the Denmark people... Skål!
Skål! The Scottish people. Skål!
No, that's Denmark, you know, Vikings.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Skål!
But if that's true, there should be 2 glasses on the table, not 1. Ah, you're quite right, Consul. There's only 1 glass pictured here.
Objection!
We're supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over minutes to you have? I don't.
What
That's not even a word.
What a dick!
What is that word?
Wait.
I don't-
Well, okay,
Minute.
wait.
Minutia.
Wait. Don't skip. I'm gonna.
I'm gonna down and get a drink in the meanwhile.
Minutia.
I have never seen that word before.
Oh, it's the meaning of small, precise, or trivial details of something. The miniature of every life, and it's called minutiae. You speak it out as minutiae. I think.
Minutiae. Okay.
Yeah. Minutiae.
I'll throw you out cheaper than you're gonna be. Ow!
Let's see if who's picking now. Okay.
Possible difference does the presence or absence of a glass make on the case?
The glass was empty, so she was there. Beep 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 beep.
Sorry for that. I'm getting a bit hungry. This
Oh,
kid's
bad.
making me hungry.
Objection!
Objection. Oh, there. It's the same word. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Bing.
Minutia, you say? Could that be? Detective here removed a glass from the table to conceal the lady's presence. Oh.
It's not. Would never do something so reckless.
There should be now 2 glasses on the table. Or are you trying to tell me you clinch with only 1?
You're quite right. I certainly took 2 glasses to the table.
Blah blah. Blah 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 blah.
Inspector, what did the lady say?
It would seem that it was Miss Brett who took the glass from the table.
What?
It was also terrifying, everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I'd been there at all, she's saying.
Good gracious.
Good grief, more like.
Ah!
Sorry.
See,
He spoke an English word.
well, for
There.
us English, for them Japanese.
And, as I assured the court before, this is of no consequence at all.
Oh, please.
We must remember that this student had just murdered this lady's luncheon companion before her very eyes.
I'm on my off.
Who could blame her for concealing a glass or 2 in a state of disarray?
Oh. Bounce, 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 bounce.
That's absurd!
Oh, I again have an insulting when he's saying, "Oh, really?" That just sounded like that.
Really?
Oh, really?
So do we take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable young and beautiful woman of mischief?
Yes.
Aw, am I beautiful? Oh, thanks, Justin.
What? No, this can be put down to mischief.
I like to know. Actually, how the lady took the glass from the scene? Oh, blah 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 blah.
It would seem that she slipped into a small handbag she was carrying.
I'm wondering about something.
Where her handbag is?
That
For
too,
example?
but that's not what I was thinking about. If she just only speak English in the game, like in game theory, of course, huh? Because everyone actually speaks their Japanese, we only have the translated version, so we read it in English. But basically, they speak in Japanese. Okay, so everyone is speaking Japanese except her. She's English. She said one thing in Japanese, apparently saying sorry. But if she is in a medical class in a Japanese university, who's translating for her? There's no information about it yet.
No, she's a student from the United Kingdom that is actually traveled here for experience with the medical.
Or she's in class, because they said she's a transfer student. Hey, I'm just trying to picture it all together. I don't know. A hamburger, you say?
Justin?
Yes, Your Excellency. A small handheld pouch, commonly carried by well-to-do women in England.
Yep, same here.
Hmm.
And you two don't want to know what's in my bag.
Oh, I don't want to know, but I'm just curious about things. How big are the bags of the well-known women in England around this period of time? Were they small?
Say if you... Well, it depends on, let me see, the design. The design they really like, since you can choose from big ones to small ones, even for a handbag. But I have like between in the middle, not too big, not too small.
I think she might have a small one because everything else seems to be big. Like she has one of those polite bags, so a glass will not fit.
I think maybe a handbag, a small one.
Yeah. Ouchie, you
The
little...
lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the block now.
Ouchie, you're a pervy little bastard.
You just want to look under the dress, aren't you? Ouchie.
But the fact remains that this gloss has absolutely no bearing on the case. This student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning, but in the end it comes to nothing. No more pretentious accusations! You have wasted enough time already!
Indeed, the lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed this glass. I think the evidence were considered the matter have no bearing on the case. Counsel of the defense, are you in agreement? Well, I don't know really.
You want to process this matter further? You're going to need to show that it is some deeper significance.
Yes, you're right. She took the glass away in her handbag. There's some deeper significance there is. Justin?
Handbag.
Yeah. The handbag.
Didn't even look up, and I had a guess what it was. Wait, the lady put the glass in her handbag, you say?
Yes, do try to keep up. It's already been explained to the court that all English gentlewomen carry handbags for small items.
Okay. Then do explain if the glass is small or big.
I mean, it's big. And too big for a handbag, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. A little while ago, Miss Brad stated that the following: there's no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. Well, what she forgot to mention was her handbag, which is perfectly possible to conceal a gun. You're right!
Well done, partner. Yeah! I had a feeling you'd pick up that too, man.
Yeehaw! It's high noon.
Please don't scream in my ear.
Oh, sorry.
What are you insinuating, you vile blackguard?
It's really very simple. The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. As he didn't fire the gun, we can deduce there must be another fire alarm at the scene. The true murder weapon, if you will.
You can't seriously be suggesting...
Ouchie, switchy.
Ouchie is sweaty. He sweated out your way.
Inspector Osonaga.
Yes?
Did you or did you not search me a brass handbag on the day of the murder?
Oh, damn.
Uh-huh.
No, sir, I did not.
As I thought. In other words, another gun. The one that was actually used to kill the professor. Should have been hidden in Miss Brad's handbag.
No!
Order, order, order!
What is the meaning of this, Inspector? The meaning of what, Prosecutor Ouchie? Why on earth do you not have the lady open her handbag and show you the contents at the time? Thanks to your bungling incompetence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable accusations.
Brilliant work, partner. Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask.
Do you think so, Kasuma? Ooh, that's a bad one.
Well, what a sorry situation. Clearly you have no faith in the police.
What?
As I said, I did not search the lady's handbag after the shooting. Simply because it was unnecessary.
Unnecessary in what way?
I ought to thank the student's lawyer, really. I have a piece of evidence here that I had completely forgotten about. This photographic print. This print is of a photograph that I thought would be prudent to take immediately after the shooting.
What's troubling me? Look at where the chair is standing. Take a good
Next
picture.
to the victim. Well, the victim is on the other side.
And take a good look at here. I'm missing something very important then.
He's missing. The missing seed is gone.
Yeah.
As well for the other picture.
So the photo or the chair with the back on it is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
As you can see, it clearly shows Miss Brett's handbag.
So what is with that tattoo on his hand? A bowl or something?
That's a mark.
Yeah, well I never seen right through what's inside.
You can see what is through inside.
That's right. Apparently, meshwork bags like these are the height of fashion in London at the moment.
That contents are clearly visible.
Exactly, so there was no need to search for the lady's handbag. If there had been a gun inside, it would have been immediately obvious.
Ah!
As you can see, there's nothing to imply Miss Brett's guilt here. Thank you for helping to prove that, Naruhodo-san.
Ah! Ooh. Order! Inspector Ozanaga, I will submit that print as evidence at once. I want to finish this case today. What do you guys think?
Certainly, Your Excellency. I think we can try.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay, we're closing this case today. I think we have long enough to cross-examine the witness counsel. The court will now show the cover evidence. As photographic print I will submit in the court records appear no further evidence. I'm satisfied there is no longer room for doubt in this matter. I'll make my ruling. Justin?
Indeed, and there is only one logical conclusion. That the pathetic rookie slumped over the bench before us is the only possible perpetrator of this crime.
No. Just when I thought I was beginning to turn things around. No, I'm in a worse situation than I was at the start. Kazuma?
I'm sorry, Winosuke. Now that the cross-examination of the witness is over, there's no way to force the trial to continue.
What? You mean this is it?
Mm.
I must say, you put up quite a fight, you student. But the weak are meat, white the strong eat. Wild
Wait a
from eat,
minute.
sorry. You are wasting your time. There is no way to defeat true justice. A fact you can chew on to your heart's content from the inside of your cell.
This can't be happening. Am I really going to be found guilty of a crime that I didn't commit? Kazuma. Dream of going to study the Great Villain will slip through his fingers. Kazuma.
What?
Is there really no chance for now to turn this trial around?
You are to judge. There's nothing about the last photograph or the detective proceed that we can contest. Which means there is no basis on which we can argue for the trail to continue.
Very well, I will now proceed immediately to the ruling.
It seems we will be able to report to the British government on time after all.
That smirk, little.
Venus again, Haro. Having considered all of the... Give me a moment. Considering all the evidence placed before me, I hereby find you... Yes! Wait, Your Excellency.
But it's okay.
I don't think you can rule this case out yet.
This amateurness is getting tedious. When His Excellency deems that the trial is over, he gives his ruling. That is the most basic protocol of the courtroom.
Yes!
Your Excellency, just a moment ago you said this. As the photographic print submitted appears to have no further significance, there's no longer room for doubt in this matter. I must make my ruling. Now that means there is some problem with the evidence, some detail. I mean, the ruling on this case at this time could be out of the question.
This is blatant straw clutching. Look at this photographic print. All it shows is the handbag the gentlewoman was carrying on the day in question. There can be no problem with this evidence.
You better know what you're doing, Rinatsuke.
I understand your objection, Consul. Surely the new evidence submitted by the detective has not gone under the court's security. However, I fail to see when I glean a new information from this handbag.
Ah, my thoughts exactly. Really, the prosecution is becoming tired of this rookie's desperate wheezes.
Yes, I'm desperate, but this isn't a wheeze. There's something about this photographic that just doesn't seem right. If I only could put my finger on it. Very well, I will grant the defense one final opportunity.
What?
But be warned, if I'm unsatisfied with your response here, the trial will be over with an immediate effect. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Excellency. So take another look at the photographic print Inspector Hosonaga submitted before. You will identify the court where this print, where you see a certain detail which is, you know, a dual I don't know. Not the handbag.
Mark on the hand.
On the hand, on the hand.
You sure it's the place there?
That's what it says.
Just making sure we're not making mistakes.
Yes.
Look at this here. There's a very unusual mark on the victim's wrist. That is true. It looks almost like a burn of a inscription.
Objection.
Me! I was pondering what new piffle you would come out with. A burn, you say, on the victim's wrist? Clearly that has nothing whatsoever to do with the magnificent lady's handbag. Yes, that is a burn mark, you're right.
Go on, Inspector.
The police coroner also noticed it when he was performing the post-mortem examination. It was deemed unrelated to the cause of death, so he didn't note it in his report. What did I tell you? In any case, we have no idea when the victim suffered this burn, do we? And no possible way of knowing either.
But the more I look at it, the more I find myself intrigued by the curious shape of this mark. However, the prosecutor Archie points out unless it's a firm connection to the case can be shown, I cannot allow further time spent on the precise detail of this mark. Burn.
Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah.
Excuse me, Your Excellency. It would seem Miss Brett has a lunch appointment with the Dean and other university staff. She would like to know if she may be excused from the stand now. Oh, of course, dear lady. We shan't hold you up any longer.
You're not the judge. Shut up.
I'm quite sure His Excellency is about to give his final ruling anyway.
What are you thinking on this, Rinnosuke? Do you believe this burn does have something to do with the case?
To be honest, I'm not really sure. But if I don't keep pushing, this is all over. I was thinking I should keep digging and digging and hope I might uncover something useful.
Yes, all right.
I am?
If we just can't link that burn to the case... If we can do that, we might be able to prise this shutting door back open again.
Give up, Counsel. You can't possibly hope to do that.
Indeed, I'm afraid that without evidence, I cannot allow you to proceed with little more conjecture.
But if we had evidence...
Evidence?
The bull is on her back. Take a look.
The crime scene photographer photograph, apparently. The crime scene for that photo. No, the crime scene photo, bro.
Yeah.
The actual crime scene photo, not this one, bro. There you go.
Yeah, the bull is on the plate. I repeat, the
Bingo.
bull is on the plate.
And the plate is hot.
Evidence that inadvertently linked to the burn when the victim's wrist to the case. Dan, you would allow it?
I would, yes.
Tell the truth, I hadn't noticed that burn. But as soon as you pointed it out, what I did notice was the color draining from Miss Brad's face.
Really? I have to find some link between the burn and the case. This is the moment of truth. Time to find the evidence that proves what the burn mark really means. Well then, the defense will not present the evidence to the court. The evidence that was terminated in criminal connection between the victim's burn and this trial. It's this one. Am I right, Justin? Or is the other
You
one?
are. No, it's that one.
Yes!
What's this, console? Yet another print? Yes, Your Excellency. I believe the photographic print, they are amazing invention. When we humans look at the scene, we miss things. But in a photograph, things may have been overlooked at the time are recorded forevermore.
Oh, hurry up, rookie. What are you trying to say? To inconvenience this poor lady any further really would be quite inexcusable.
Actually, we may need to stay for just a little longer, if you don't mind, Miss Pratt. You see, there's a very clear view in this other photograph. How did the victim come to an unusual shape on the burn on his wrist? The reason is recorded here furthermore.
What? How?
Objection!
You can't fool me with your little bluff, boy! If that's your game, then let's see how it plays out. Show the court exactly what you mean.
Ouchie, Justin.
What is it in this photograph that explains the reason for the victim's burn?
Okay.
Yes!
The beef steak?
Actually, the point is the metal plate that steak was served on. The plate? Ah! Ah!
Your Excellency, are you alright?
As you can see, there's an emblem on the plate. I would guess it's some kind of trademark from the Lyric of Whao.
Oh.
Uh-huh! The emblem on the plate. And the victim's burn. They're exactly the same shape.
Ah!
Minasuke, you're a genius! Look how
spot on.
positioned she is now.
Oh shit, she feels threatened. I feel threatened. Which means victim must have suffered this burn while he was present at the restaurant.
Objection!
Even if that is the case, we can't know if it happened on the day in question or not. It could have been the day before, or the day before that. It most likely happened at some other unrelated time.
Well,
Objection!
Objection! Sadly, Prosecutor Archie, the chances of there are extremely slim.
Thanks.
Why?
The outline of the burn is clearly discernible. Such a serious injury would have caused quite a commotion in the restaurant. Wouldn't you agree, Inspector Usanaga?
I can't imagine having missed such a terrible disaster, certainly. I would say, looking at the picture of the wound, that it wasn't suffered very long ago. And although it's not a particularly large burn, it's extremely well defined, as the defense just pointed out. This was no mild burn, that's for sure.
Can you be more specific, Inspector?
Well, let's see. If the plate was at around 90 degrees centigrade, a burn like that would have taken around 3 seconds.
It's inconceivable that the victim would have let out a scream of pain then.
I've been investigating at the restaurant for several weeks already, but I've not heard anyone scream at all. As the head waiter of Le Carnival, I can testify to that without hesitation. But you're a detective, not a waiter!
Yes!
There you have it, something isn't right here. As the detective said, anyone who will burn themselves on a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds would scream in pain. No question of that.
And yet Inspector Usanaga never heard a professor scream. Not on that day, or any before it.
That's right, and the strange thing is, on the day he was shot, I didn't hear him cry out either.
What are you suggesting?
Well, if the professor was carelessly laid his rest on the plate for anything like 3 seconds that day, it will be beyond careless, I think, Consul. Then the rest of our residents, myself, the sergeant, and the old antiques dealer, all of us would have, without a question, heard him scream. Wouldn't you agree, Prosecutor Archie? Oh, I was a professor. Oops.
Well, yes, I suppose.
So the question is, why didn't a single person hear Dr. Wilson scream?
Because he was dead. I almost don't believe it. Minazuki, what do you think?
Can it really be true? I never dreamed that we are at a conclusion like this, but I'm starting to think that maybe we have been led into a travel trap. There's only one explanation I can think of makes sense of this barely impossibility. On the day in question, he suffered through the burn of his wrist like the Wilson. Oops. Yes, the professor should be of some mind as usual. As the awareness of falling in the piping hot didn't happening.
Bro.
You didn't even know the professor, and yet you are labeling him and bumbling scatterbrain. Yeah, he actually definitely pressed on something.
Yeah,
How
I did by
about
accident.
hold your wrist and hot plate, and we see how your bumbling scatterbrain corpses. Perhaps the scream you let out will wake you up a bit.
Well, it's nice that there's a friendly development between us, partner.
Don't call me partner after coming out with nonsense like that. This is a critical moment. I may very well be our only chance to turn things in our favor. So come on, Rinosuke, you can do it. Or rather, you have to do it. You're the only one who can.
There's only one explanation I can think of to make sense, apparently an impossibility. One day in question, when he suffered from the burn on the wrist of Nielsen,
was already dead.
Was already the keys.
no man should have remained silent while his wrist was burning on a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds. It's clearly impossible. Apart from the one particular situation. Console, are you suggesting? Yes, there's only one possibility. The man was already dead.
Already.
Dead? Knowing what we know now, it is the only possibility explanation. When the beefsteak was brought to Dr. Wilson's table that day, the professor was already dead. Order, 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 please! Counsel, explain this explanation at once! The victim was killed by a gunshot.
That's right! That's absolutely right, Your Excellency! This is just another ridiculous ploy by the rookie's student! But clearly he has no grasp of the facts!
Objection!
Objection! No, Prosecutor Archie! It's you who had no grasp of the facts.
I beg your pardon?
As soon as I become a partner of the victim had suffered that burn while at the restaurant, this whole case will be turned upside down, or you have not grasped that yet. Your Excellency, the court must hear from this witness again. It is true, and it's now believed that the victim has already died before the gunshot was heard. It's highly likely that Miss Brett knows something about it.
Incredible! Surely I didn't anticipate the twist of events. I'm sorry to say, Miss Brett. Now you will have to forget your lunch on engagement.
But, Your Excellency!
The justice system in our court may be on its infancy, but rest assured a reasonable doubt to the spell prepared this past judgment. Thank you, Your Excellency. What was that smile?
Yeah, of course. I would be delighted to help.
What the fuck? She speaks Japanese!
No.
So I was right! She's just faking it all!
Expectedly. If it helps relations between my country and yours.
Everyone like,
Miss Brett, you speak Japanese?
Well, of course I do. I'm studying in your country after all.
But then, why have you been speaking through the interpreter until now?
My mother tongue, the Queen's English. Most refined and elegant language in the world. As a gentlewoman, I try to avoid speaking in your Anglo tones as much as possible. But it seems the men in this land possess none than the civilized virtuals of English gentlemen. So I can see that I shall have to lower myself to communicating with you, all of your own luck.
Oh, you're the epitome of a true English gentlewoman.
And I think it was not Lux, yeah?
Tunes as much possible. English gentleman. So I can see that shall have to lower myself to communicating with all of your own level.
We are truly honored by this lavish consideration you so graciously offered us.
I see. In that case, Miss Brett, I will ask you to testify in your own words about the events leading to the death of the victim, Dr. Wilson.
So we're finally going to hear her own words in the matter. Things are getting interesting. Rinnosuke. The victim's death. Unfortunately, I have no idea when a poor man burned his wrist like that. On the way to my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast. As far I hear, the post-mortem report showed no the possible cause of death besides the gunshot. If there is some other way of a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. But of course, this country's investigate techniques probably wouldn't pick it up anyway.
Ooh, that perfect evil laugh. Perfect. That most incredible, beautiful testimony will go down in court history. Thank you. Easy does it.
I hope that's the last time I have to sully my lips with the coarse stones of your unbecoming tongue. Oh, forgive me. I do hope I haven't insulted anyone.
Not at all, not at all. It is a delight merely to hear you speak, dear lady.
You heel licker.
Like my heels, Justin.
And it seems very clear from your testimony that this boorish talk of the victim's burn is utterly irrelevant.
I will be speaking to your country's Minister of Justice about what has happened here today. Oh.
The Minister of Justice?
May that irritating little bully of a student be given the harshest punishment possible. Amen.
Thanks. Is that a prayer then?
Well, you have to forget the irritation, Miss Brett, and put up with the cross-examination now. Ah! I expect you noticed that this little bully of a student, as you put it, doesn't miss much.
I certainly don't need to remind you, Consul, that is your first final cross-examination in this trial. If you fail to determine any problems with this testimony, I will rule on the case immediately. Is that clear? Oh! Dang! Yes, Your Excellency. Then you may proceed with your cross-examination. Oh, that's gotta hurt!
Death.
Okay, please tell me what I have to do, Justin. And I'm just making sure that we don't mess up. I already messed up once by accident.
Okay, so you need to press on statement 5.
Number 5. Mambo number 5. Press, you said, right?
Yep.
Yes!
Inferior? What do you mean by that?
In the lands of the Great British Empire, the police store everything found to the crime scene for later examination. But in this country, you investigate one, and that's the end of it. Isn't that so?
Right! Le Carnival is open for business as usual today, just days after the incident.
Actually, which means that even the investigation takes a different direction. Virtual evidence may be lost.
What's happening here?
He's
Something
thinking.
important happened.
It doesn't even occur to your naive detective to try to preserve the crime scene.
Can I do something with this?
That's what you have to do.
What am I supposed to do then? There's no options. Only have court
Well,
record,
just-
history, autoplay, and options.
It's okay. Just wait until we finish with this line of thought, and then we can move on to what you have to do next.
I am trying to be as tactful about this as I can. You understand?
Haha! A killer blow! The lady is as formidable as she is beautiful.
Amazing. He's actually admitting our police may have been flawed. Perhaps the prosecutor Itachi finally starting to see sense.
I very much doubt that.
Still, there's something about what Miss Brett just said. There's a moment when something didn't seem quite right.
What do you think, Rinasuke?
I think it's going terrible. No matter how much I press her, it's not going to turn any up new information.
Yes, as I suspected, she is a tough witness. We need to find a way to break her testimony, or she will cross-examination will be over.
That will mean I have to find a way. There must some clue somewhere to help us to find a clink in our armor. There is. Kasuma.
Yes? What, Rinasuke?
One thing I noticed, something that has been bothering me.
Bothering you? You mean about Miss Brett?
Actually, no. About the person standing next to her, Inspector Hosonaga.
The detective?
Yes, he seemed to react a little strangely to Miss Brett's last I was running and I was civic. If I might present an opening, maybe.
Hmm. Alright, I have an idea. Try pressing her on the last statement once more time. If you
think so, but
this time, instead of targeting the woman herself, see what it can get out of the detective.
alright then, I wonder what Cosmo is thinking. I'll find out soon enough as possible. Press on Brad's last statement again. So I press again?
You press on the last statement again. This time you're going to be addressing the guy instead of the woman.
Wait.
Yes, there it is again. Detective reaction is the same as before. Why?
But then now the detective has been a stand with Miss Brass as her interpreter. But things are very different now. For this testimony, the detective is just listening to what the Englishwoman has to say. This could be a golden opportunity.
What do you mean?
When people are actually testifying, they are usually very careful not to let anything up. However, when they're listening to someone else speak, you find it often to let their guard down.
You're right. Look at him. He's lost in his own toss.
It's time to praise the man and his strain of tough.
Sorry, per se?
I explained how to do it now, Venus, okay? It's all to do with the witness marker.
What marker?
At the moment, we focus on Miss Bratt. Who is the person actually making the current statement? But by moving the marker left and right with the left and right button, you can turn your attention to the other people in the stand. While you're looking at the other witnesses, you'll be able to pursue them with the X button. If you can catch the puppet at the right time, you might uncover some new information to propose. If you ever notice a strange atmosphere amongst the people on the stand, take a good look around.
Alright then, first I should move the marker across the directional buttons and focus on the detective. And press him with the X button and then see what is on mind. Here we go!
Wait.
Now it works. Why did it not work before? What the hell?
Yes.
What's the meaning of this?
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to shock you. Me was lost in the toss, deeply.
Looked like you were thinking something just now, Inspector. Perhaps having heard what the lady next to you had to say?
If there's something you'd like to say, please share it with the court.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this?
There.
It's the delightful Englishwoman who's testifying at the moment. If you can't find fault with her testimony, then the cross-examination should be over immediately.
Oh, is that how it works?
Absolutely not.
Detective is in this.
detective,
Oh yeah, sorry.
the detective is in the stand, which make him a valid witness.
Yes, and not to mention the fact he is immediately involved in the case. Inspector Hosonaga,
Yes.
do you have something to add in relation to the statement just made by Miss Brett?
Hmm. Hmm.
Just pressed. A moment.
Well, yes. If you don't mind, I would like to speak.
Oh? Hmm.
The lady is right. Our country's police practices are not as modern as those used in Great Britain. Which is why I, Satoru Hosonaga...
Sorry, that's my TV cutting.
No
That's-
signal.
There you go.
always strive to make every investigation I'm involved in flawless.
What do you really mean by that?
I'll tell you what I mean. I won't have evidence lacking on my watch.
Oh, which watch? Wristwatch? Watch? Crime watch?
I'm not afraid to take everything I can from the scene of the crime. It's preserving evidence, you see.
Is it now?
I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief. I'm not ashamed of what I've done. Does that sound familiar to you, bro?
Somehow it does. Please remind me.
Great Yatagarusu.
Oh
Yeah, you've got it. You've got it.
I forgot about that for a moment.
Maybe he's the ancestor of Kay Faraday.
Maybe, yeah.
That would be cool if that was actually the case.
Yeah. A crime scene thief?
Well, it looks like the lady's remark touched a nerve there.
Take this, for example.
Is that...
This is the bottle of carbonated water that I took to the victim's table on the day in question. And yes, it's lost all of its fizz, having been opened 3 days ago now. But it was carbonated water. I don't care what anyone says.
Yes, there's something left in the bottle. I can see it.
One day our police force will be among the best in the world. The time is coming, I guarantee it.
I can't say I can answer what the witness text is, but I do understand this statement. The court will accept this glass bottle of water as evidence. Miss Brett? You confirm this is the bottle which you drank on the day of the victim's death?
Yes, it was that bottle.
What was that about? She seemed to avert her eyes when she answered the judge's question. Very well, Consul, you may resume the cross-examination. And with the inspector willing to control his before.
Unfortunately, I have no idea what the poor man burned his wrist like that.
What now, Justin?
Oh. You have to present the carbonated water on statement 4?
Statement 4?
Yeah. You have to present it.
I know, I'm just being narrow. Wait a minute. Label is written in a foreign land that I don't recognize. You know what it says, Kazuma?
I think it's French. This must very, very expensive water.
Yes, but what does it say? That's why I'm asking.
Then go to France and ask.
You could just say that you don't know.
Look at the bottom, perhaps? Nope.
This carbonated water is the last drink Dr. Wilson ever had.
It looks like there's a little left in the bottle. I thought it's a plain water now.
You know, I have been sweating so much, I'm absolutely parched. Oh, we just have to keep going.
No, Minazuka, you can't do that. For one thing, that's evidence. You can't go drinking evidence.
Oh no, you're right. We don't know what might be inside, do we?
You never case to amaze me, Minazuka. It's more ways than one.
Wonder, could there be something in this water?
What's the matter? You've gone quiet all of a sudden.
I'm thinking I might have just worked something out. Interesting possibility.
Ugh.
Painkillers? Sleeping medicine?
Yes!
What is it? The bottle of water? Actually, there's one method of killing a man without leaving a trace comes to mind. Absolutely, I'm referring to poison.
Poison?
On the day of his death, we know Dr. Wilson drank from the bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there is poison inside? Could it be that the professor actually died after taking a sip of his glass? Order, order, order. And on that day, who was sitting at the same table as the professor, able to sit the poison in his drink. There's only one person who could have done it. This little Brad, it was you!
Aww.
It's outrageous to suggest such a thing without a scrap of evidence. You little rookie imbecile! Have you even considered the delicate situation our country finds itself in now? Have you forgotten that we have only just signed an accord of friendship with the British Empire? Have you even the vaguest inkling that your rash accusations could jeopardize the entire treaty?
Objection!
This is no political era. This is a trade-off determined that individuals' guilt will respect to one crime.
What?
The fact that this
Zimmer.
woman is British make no difference. We are here to determine the truth. If I may.
I will silence you for. Ooh. That's new.
It is you who should be silent.
Oh, of course. See you, lady.
Ouchie! Where did that came from? She just snapped.
I'm afraid I may have spoken unfairly before. I offer my most humble apologies.
I'm sorry, my lady. What are you referring?
I described your police force as inferior. But no matter how inferior they may be, you still investigate this particular point thoroughly, I believe. That bottle, Inspector, and whatever it contained, poison or not.
Of course. Have you forgotten what my guiding principle is already? I strive for a flawless investigation every time.
I don't believe it.
Naturally, we tested the inside of the bottle and its contents.
And what do you find, Inspector?
I ordered tests for every toxin that's available in this country at the present time. We could find no trace of poison of any description in the bottle of carbonated water, Your Excellency.
What? Are you sure?
The tests were meticulously carried out by the chief coroner himself.
No, no! How's there still a breeze inside?
I'm very grateful to you all, you Japanese. You successfully established my complete innocence in this horrid affair. Thank you.
How much does he keep going?
Oh, see you, lady. The pleasure was all ours.
I was so sure.
This can't be right. Everything falls into place if he was poisoned.
Thank you, Consul. I think the consultation has clarified everything. Prosecution assert shot from the chest from this gun was a cause of death. Furthermore, the accused by who was holding his weapon, the only possible culprit. Done for. Coroner will apologize for the grave inconvenience that caused you, Miss Pratt.
Oh no, I'm just glad the matter is resolved.
Before proceeding, I will ask the counsel for a defense. Do you have any further new evidence presented at the court at this point? Kazama?
Ah. I'm sorry, Rinosuke. I have nothing more. Well, if you excuse me now, I really must be leaving. Not so fast!
Ouchie? Oh wait.
No, it's her. Hold it. Please, wait!
Isn't that...
She found evidence. And she brought it here in the court. Just
What?
in time!
What is the meaning of this?
Forgive me for intruding the court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, Judicial Assistant.
Mikotoba?
I didn't finish even my line, but okay.
I will fix that. Here you go.
Judicial Assistance to the defense. At your service.
In my darkest hour, when nowhere left to go, she appeared like a ball of lightning. In her hand, she carried a small package. Filled in for a sticky clove. Ah, come on! Okay, so apparently we have to finish the case next time. Because we're already 30 minutes extra.
This is exciting though, isn't it?
Yeah! So yeah, guys, if you like the content so far, make sure to hit that sexy free follow button, so subscribe button, the notification bell, the watch button, so you will see the next one, the next day, the next week. And if you like the content so far, yeah, you know what to do. You can also go to Twitch.tv, MegaDragonoid. You can also go to tv.com, MegaDragonoid, while we posting my art. And you can also go to my Discord server or Twitter page over the description below. And if Justin and Cheryl want to do their stuff, they can.
If you want to go to my YouTube, you search for Princess Sira with the light blue hedgehog on it because they're all pretenders. And if you want to go to my DeviantArt, you search for Sira the Hedgehog, where I post my art. And of course, if you are subscribed to me on YouTube, you will be able to see my gameplay of Tears of the Kingdom soon and Bayonetta's Origin, Cereza and the Lost Demon. The upcoming games I'm going to play.
Well, you can be hyped for that, everybody.
Hype, hype, hype.
Hyperoo!
Times 10.
Justin, you want to add?
Yeah, well, if you're interested, I've got my own YouTube channel, which is Just Parry's Man. My Twitch is Just Parry's Minor. My DeviantArt is Dr. Kester the First. I also have my very own book, which I've been trying desperately to get the series actually off the ground. So, if you want, you can check that out as well.
And there you go. So we wish you all a good day, a good week, and see you next week, everybody. Bye bye for now.